Before I even tell you what happened, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the truth that most people are too afraid to face. Trust me, you'll want to hear this from start to finish. I was sitting on the edge of our bed, the sterile white of the apartment pressing in around me, scrolling aimlessly through my phone. My hands trembled slightly, but I told myself it was from the late-night coffee. Then I heard her laugh, a sharp, carefree sound that bounced off the walls, full of a happiness that seemed foreign in our apartment. My stomach sank. She was back from her business trip. The door swung open, and there she was, my wife, hair perfectly in place, heels clicking against the hardwood, a bright smile plastered across her face. She tossed her bag onto the sofa with an almost exaggerated flourish, humming a tune I didn't recognize. "Hey love. Miss me?" she asked, brushing past me like I was an afterthought. Her voice should have brought relief, but instead it pricked at the edges of my mind. There was something brittle in her laugh, an unnatural cadence. And yet, the smell of her perfume, familiar and intoxicating, nearly lulled me into believing that everything was normal. Almost. I forced a smile. "Yeah, missed you." My throat felt raw, as if even speaking was a betrayal to myself. I had prepared a surprise, a small yet profoundly necessary test. STD results I'd requested from the doctor under the guise of routine checkups. Nothing fancy, nothing accusatory, just the truth. Her eyes sparkled with amusement as she flopped onto the bed. "You always take these things too seriously. Why don't you just relax?" She tossed a throw pillow at me. I caught it but didn't throw it back. My heart pounded against my ribs. A storm was building inside me, invisible, yet fierce. I opened the envelope slowly, deliberately, feeling every second stretch like an eternity. Her laughter faltered slightly when she noticed the paper in my hands. "What's that?" Her tone was light, but my pulse told me she knew, somewhere deep down, that this wasn't ordinary. I didn't answer. I unfolded the results. The words leapt off the page. Positive. My blood ran cold. The reality hit like a brick to my chest. I looked at her, her smile now faltering, uncertainty creeping into her eyes. She opened her mouth to speak, then hesitated. I can explain," she whispered, almost pleading. I laughed, a hollow, broken sound. "Explain? Explain what? That while I was trusting you, loving you, believing we were building a life, you—" My voice cracked. I wanted to scream, to throw something, to make the world stop, so I could process the betrayal in silence. She shifted uncomfortably, avoiding my gaze. "It's complicated. It's not what you think." But I saw it. The text messages, the faint traces of perfume that didn't belong to her, the small receipts I had tucked away without intention but had saved me now. Every detail, every little red flag I had brushed aside, came rushing back with ruthless clarity. She had been lying, and I had been blind, or maybe I had chosen to be. The apartment felt suddenly suffocating. The air tasted metallic, like blood or rust. I could hear the hum of the fridge, the faint creak of the radiator, every mundane sound amplified by the tension in the room. I felt my hands shake, not from anger alone, but from heartbreak, confusion, and a sense of betrayal so deep it threatened to swallow me whole. "You could have just told me," I said quietly, almost to myself. "I was scared," she admitted, finally meeting my eyes. Her voice cracked, exposing a vulnerability that didn't lessen the betrayal, but made it human. "I didn't want to lose you, even if I messed up." I sank onto the bed, burying my face in my hands. Love and hate warred inside me. How do you reconcile the woman you trusted with the actions that shattered that trust? Could I forgive? Or was this the fracture that would define the rest of my life? Her knees pressed against the mattress. "Please. I made a mistake. I never meant to hurt you like this." I wanted to believe her. I wanted to feel the warmth of the years we shared, the laughter, the quiet nights, the dreams we had whispered to each other. But the truth, the cold, unforgiving truth, had a weight that no memory could lift. "I don't know if I can ever believe you again," I said, voice low, trembling with grief. The tears came, hot and unrelenting, burning away the last vestiges of denial. She reached for my hand, but I recoiled. Trust, once shattered, cannot be mended with apologies alone. She understood, and her face fell. The laughter that had greeted her return was gone, replaced by silence, the kind that echoes in the hollow spaces of a heart betrayed. I stood, the envelope clutched like a lifeline, my vision blurred. I need time. Space. I can't. She nodded, finally silent, understanding that some breaches are too wide to cross. I left the room, closing the door softly behind me, the echo of her absence louder than any words. And in that quiet, I realized the truth. Love doesn't always conquer betrayal. Sometimes it only survives as a memory, and the only thing left to do is face the pain, raw and unfiltered, until it either hardens into wisdom or breaks you entirely.